It's the time to get down. So turn it on, show it off, get 'em off in the boxing ring. She's a knockout, she goes left, right, jab in my face. You were down right cross with my space. You're the only one who's gonna lay me out tonight. She's a knockout, she goes left, right, jab in my face. You were down right cross with my space. You're the only one who's gonna lay me out tonight. I don't wanna talk now. No, I want to be savory. Well, you must be the queen of your family tree. I will stay in the bottom room, 'cause you seem there for me. And I've got a seven ball history, yeah, all by myself. I slip inside the ocean for a change. Don't let me fall. So turn it on, show 'em off, get 'em off in the boxing ring. She's a knockout, she goes left, right, jab in my face. You were down right cross with my space. You're the only one who's gonna lay me out tonight. She's a knockout, she goes left, right, jab in my face. You were down right cross with my space. You're the only one who's gonna lay me out tonight. Lay me out tonight. Whoa. She's a knockout, she goes left, right, jab in my face. You were down right cross with my space. You're the only one who's gonna lay me out tonight. She's a knockout, she goes left, right, jab in my face. You were down right cross with my space. You're the only one. She's a knockout, she goes left, right, jab in my face. You were down right cross with my space. You're the only one. She's a knockout, she goes left, right, jab in my face. You were down right cross with my space.
You can mention.
Yeah, the sight, sound, the body heat. She's a knockout. That was a commercial we did on Animoto. We hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh, man, oh, man. Well, anyway, let's talk about Arizona. You know, last week we covered the story about Arizona's new immigration policy signed into law last Friday by Republican Governor Jan Brewer. We called it a racist law. We've got a lot of feedback from people who said that they're not racist. And so first of all, I want to acknowledge that many of the people who really want immigration reform are actually not racist folks, okay? I think, but what happens is that when you align yourself with causes like this and the other folks in there with you are racist, you take the risk of being seen as being part of that. Because many people say, well, I'm just really for the I really feel this way about immigration. I am not, a person who's racist against people who are brown, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And even though, a lot of us have, like my very radical standpoint is that I endorse the rights of all colonized folks to flow freely through the colonies.
Is colonized?
So I say, open up the borders. I'm the one who said it's really so moving to me to watch Americans fight so hard to defend the land that their ancestors stole. I think that's wonderful.
Robbed, killed, committed acts of genocide and a Holocaust.
And to me, it's whose land is it? Because I must admit, I'm one of the people I think it's their land. They have a story before the white man came, okay? Church. So you guys understand.
First of all, they weren't discovered. They were already here. Let's get that straight.
So let's say that what I'm trying to say is that we all got to live together, but know that many of us are never going to accept these man-made borders, and they certainly don't all throughout Africa and Europe. That's what you have proof of those wars every day over these borders that people create. Well, this is another one. Well, anyway, now that you heard my leftist ranting, Had to get that in. I am the political brother. And I have to balance out that hip-hop Republican Shirley Huzar, because people keep writing, and I have to remind you, I'm neither hip-hop, nor Republican.
But we are aligned with Republicans, Mario, and we must
bullshit.
accept the burden of being a Republican.
I'm not lying.
We are right now Republicans.
I have Republicans and Democrats in the same position.
I'm sorry.
2 knees and a forehead.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I am now. You remember the movie Altered States? My state has altered. I think we are Republicans. We must embrace.
You're selling out, you bootlicker.
Oh, God.
Selling out to the man.
And let me remind you of certain people. Joe Arpaio. You guys been seeing him. That's that Republican sheriff of Maricopa County, who's talking about he thinks he's this big, he's a big old cowboy.
He sure is.
He's proof of why ass whippings exist.
Oh man, you got to. He's no joke.
Because some people need ass whipping.
He thinks he's been assigned by God.
But don't worry, they sent Al Sharpton down there to talk to him. And if he doesn't change his position, at least get a haircut.
Well, I just think, some of the news clips and the documentaries that I've seen on this particular issue in Arizona and in Texas too, they had these conservatives, I'm going to be nice about it, they had these conservatives confronting a rally of Hispanic, and there were a few blacks in there, and this one man confronted this group of people that was against the immigration reform and some of the things and the racism that's going on. And he's talking to this crowd, talking about, well, it's your people who are stealing and robbing and this and that, and and you all don't speak English. And little kids were telling him, I speak English very well with no accent. I was born here. And most of us
they didn't even know how to respond.
This
is California, assholes.
Exactly. We only had a terrorist. We only had a domestic terrorist, Timothy McVeigh.
Speak Spanish,
they're the one doing jobs that the school Americans don't want to do.
I'll go right there. Speak Spanish.
But you know what? The bottom line is, you're not in their neighborhoods. You don't go and shop at their market. You don't do anything.
No.
The people that are complaining don't even go to their neighborhoods to go and shop, and they do have their own banks. They have their own markets. They have their own stores. You're not in there shopping.
Well, let me tell you guys,
is immigration really,
take a deep breath, because Arizona's religious community is really turning out against this. And that's part of what you're seeing. So many of the, in fact, they've got a cross, multi-denominational whatever, groups that are coming out all together, these major faith groups, coming out to really protest actively against this law, including people like Reverend Jim Wallace, the evangelical leader of the Sojourners, the new evangelical partnership for the common good, and also prominent members of the local Hebrew community. Jewish community, head of the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society, and some other folks to the Jewish community too, all coming out against this law. Now, we've been wanting to show you videos, as you know, because of the ongoing immoral attack upon independent television broadcasters like ourselves. We're unable to use our constitutionally guaranteed rights to show you videos. Remember, we're supposed to be able to show you videos in fair use, except many of the platform providers have, like Livestream, are actually proud to announce a very sad zero tolerance law. So we can't show you videos. That's why we're also slowly removing these people from our distribution plans. But we are able to get videos from some people, and guess who? Al Jazeera! So here we go, once again. Here we go, Al Jazeera, with a wonderful piece on immigration reform.
Signing the controversial bill, Governor Jan Brewer said she had considered all sides.